Hey, it's Paul. Welcome back to D&B Talk. The first thing I need you to do is hit that subscribe button. All right, I'm going to jump right into things. The first thing we see is Thomas and Steffy together talking about the video. And Thomas tells Steffy that the video just shows Steffy hitting Allie with a tire iron, and he tells her that Ivy says it's murder. Now, Steffy can't understand why Ivy recorded it, and now she's blackmailing her. Steffy says that she was defending herself and she's not going to let her cousin get away with this. Thomas warns her against going after her cousin and says that the video makes her look bad, but Steffy's not hearing it and she takes off. Now we see Ivy and Wyatt, and Ivy asks Wyatt if everyone in the meeting thought they were a couple, and he said he thinks so, and she thinks it's a good thing. Ivy also says that the footage is their insurance policy, and she doesn't want to seem like a blackmailer, but she says she needs this for her security, and Wyatt thinks that she's earned this. This is so weird. Then we see Ridge and Caroline together, and some of the employees too actually come by and they drop off. They actually have a card for her to sign, and it's for another employee who's had a baby now. Caroline starts gushing over the baby because she's seen the baby, and Ridge sees it, and you can see he's got this uncomfortable look on his face, or let's call it concerned. And then they start talking about Wyatt and Ivy, and he says he's concerned because previously Wyatt was at his door telling him that he wanted to be with Steffy, and now he's changed his old tune and he's backing Ivy. So he thinks there's something up with this. Caroline thinks basically that Steffy actually should lay low and Ivy might be a good option. But Ridge thinks that, like I said, there's a lot more to this, because all of a sudden Ivy wants this position, and he thinks Ivy and Wyatt seem really confident about the fact that they can get the position, and Thomas isn't backing his sister. So Ridge is clever, and he thinks something is up, and you can tell he really wants to get to the bottom of this before he makes any sort of appointment. And then we see Ivy, and she goes over to Allie's old room, and she's going through her belongings, and she's looking at some of the defaced pictures of Steffy, and she's thinking that maybe she's going to make some sort of connection with Allie, but there's no connection, and she just goes over her stuff. Now after this we see Steffy, and she's fired up. She confronts Wyatt about the whole blackmail plan, and she tells Wyatt what really happened, and she goes through step by step what really happened, and she asserts that it was self-defense. Now Steffy reminds him that he's employed by Forrester and asks him where his loyalty is. She said that he's mad because she chose Liam over him, and Steffy says, I need you to delete the video. Now Wyatt, his counter is that he reminds her that it was supposed to be their summer of fun and it didn't happen, and Steffy doesn't care about that. She asserts that she made the right choice in choosing Liam, and after she makes the connection that these two are now a couple, she says that Ivy's using this not only to blackmail her, but to blackmail her family, because this has huge implication on Forrester Creations. And Wyatt says, why don't you just give her a break? He says that she's upset, and so is he, basically because she lost Liam and because he lost Steffy. And then he starts whining about Liam being made president of Forrester Creations, and Steffy, same thing. She doesn't want to hear this. She says that she expects his allegiance, and basically in a veiled threat threatens his job. She orders him to make that video gone and make sure there are no copies, and Wyatt actually surprises her by agreeing to do it. And then we see a cop show up to see Ridge and Caroline, and he's there to see Ridge, and he wants to talk to him about Steffy's role in Allie's death. So this comes out of left field, and obviously you can see the concerned look on Ridge's face. One of the last things we see is Ivy, and she brings some of Allie's things over to Wyatt's place, and she talks to Wyatt about hoping for a connection with these things, but not really seeing one, just coming to the resolution that Allie's gone, and she's, there's no trace of her. And you can see Wyatt eyeing up the phone as she's talking, and he eventually encourages her to go take a bath, and she says, yeah, maybe that might be a good thing. Now she's no sooner gone, and he picks up the phone, looks at the video, he's about to hit delete, and of course you know what happens. Yeah, Ivy comes back and sees him, not only sees him with the phone, but looks at the phone and sees that he's got the option to delete it, and he's caught red-handed, and that's where we leave things off. So Pretty interesting episode. Please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to follow us on social media. That's all she wrote. It's Paul. It's B&B Talk. Have a great day.